now to the final furlong. Relaxed Gesture and Azamour having a ding-dong battle. Mustang goes into third, racing inside the last 50 yards now. Relaxed Gesture from Azamour on the near side as they run towards the line. On the nod, Azamour on the near side.
They've got just over a furlong to go. Half it holding on. Here's Antonius Pius down the outside with Azamour. Diamond Green forcing through. Azamour gets a narrow lead. Diamond Green coming at him near the post, but Azamour wins to St James's Palace.
Away. The Bailey's Irish Champion Stakes, and they're away and running, and Rachty comes out last as the early running is made as expected by Mill Street. Mill Street the leader from Doyen Powers Court with the red visor. Grey Swallow towards the outside, wide of him is Azamour as they race down the far side of the course, and Mill Street making the running, leading Powers Court by about a length and a half. Doyen towards the outside in third, and they're followed by North Dancer half a length away ahead of Grey Swallow. Rachty is taking quite a keen hold, but he's two behind him at this stage, and they're Imperial Dancer and Azamour as they race past the 7, and it's Mill Street and Ted Durkin leading Powers Court by a length and a half. Doyen, the favourite, runs third, just ahead of North Dancer on his inside. Grey Swallow is next. Rachty is next on the rail, followed by Imperial Dancer, and Azamour brings up the rear as they race on past the 6, heading towards the halfway point, and Mill Street the leader, going a good gallop, leading by 2 lengths. Powers Court in second. On the outside, Doyen the favourite with North Dancer racing alongside. Just behind these, Grey Swallow. Rachty is on his inside, then comes Imperial Dancer, and Azamour brings up the rear as they start the turn towards the 4. Mill Street in front, Powers Court poised in second. Doyen and Frankie Dettori, the all blue colours on the outside of North Dancer. Grey Swallow is just behind them with Rachty on the rail, the white cap Philip Robinson, and then comes Imperial Dancer, and Azamour brings up the rear, passing the 3 and on towards the straight. Mill Street out in front. Doyen moves up on the outside to go with Powers Court. North Dancer just behind him, then Grey Swallow. Rachty is on the inside as they swing for home. 2 furlongs to race. Powers Court hits the front from Doyen. Here comes Grey Swallow on the outside. North Dancer behind them, then Azamour, but it's Powers Court on the rail from North Dancer. Then comes Grey Swallow. Doyen can't go with them. Azamour is flashing home on the outside, then Rachty. North Dancer hits the front now from Grey Swallow. Here comes Azamour on the outside. Inside the final furlong, North Dancer and John Egan from Azamour parting home on the outside, and Azamour is going to get up. Azamour wins it. Azamour is 6th Irish champion for Mictanan. North Dancer, Powers Court, Rachty.
And Azamour has settled down to fight it out. Alstrom can't find any more from Touch of Land as they come inside the final furlong. Class is going to tell here. Azamour gaining the upper hand on the near side, and Azamour coming away to win the Prince of Wales.
So the runners now loading. In fact, there's only 2 of them to be loaded for this King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes. Grey Swallow, the Irish Derby winner, joins them now for Pat Smullen. Ground should be near enough perfect. It is pretty quick today, faster than it was yesterday. Azamour is the only one to go forward. The favourite goes in on the outside. The 12 runners are now set for the King George, and they're racing. Gamut was slightly slow into Spider's last early and being hunted by Johnny Murtagh in the early stages. Bago began well, but heading them all off on the inside. Doyen up there in third as Mubtaka, and now Gamut crossing over from out wide. It's a furious early pace. Further back in the field then is Ace, followed by Phoenix Reach, and Grey Swallow parked on the inside about 6th or 7th. Further back in the field is Warsan. On his outside early is Aswara the filly, followed further back by Policy Maker. Well back is North Dancer, and ridden from the rear is Azamour, who's absolute last as they head down the side past the 9, and Gamut had worked hard to get over to the inside. Well, leads there by a length and a half to Ace. Up in third is Doyen, the royal blue colours of Godolphin, followed with the black cap on the outside by Mubtaka. Further back in the field then is Eswara, who's edging a bit closer now, followed by Bago, who's back in the field from Grey Swallow in the green sleeves and cap as they leave the back now. They've got short of 7 furlongs to travel. Gamut Gamut on the inside, just showing the way here from Mubtaka. They're not hanging about. 2 lengths away then is Doyen, a half length to Ace. 2 lengths away then is Bago back in the field as they race up now towards the 6 furlong marker. Grey Swallow's nicely poised in centre field at this stage, followed further back in the field by Policymaker, Warsun, then Phoenix Reach, North Dancer and Azamour, absolute last, and will really have to stay here as they go past the 5. Gamut the leader on the inside from Mubtaka. 2 lengths away Doyen from Bago, who's got plenty of room. Out wider then Ace coming up the centre of the course now. Ballard looking for better going. Followed then by Grey Swallow and Azwara. Further back is Policymaker. Here's Azamour grabbing hold of the bit, running on now. Followed by Warsun, and last is Phoenix Reach. Coming up now inside the 3. On the far side now it's Mubtaka who's gone with Gamut. Here's Doyen, followed by Bago. Out of the centre Ace, followed by Grey Swallow. They're followed by Azwara. Azamour right up the centre now on the outside of Ace. A furlong and a half left to go. Canan says go. Azamour pounces. Azamour races to Bago. They settle down and fight it out from North Dancer running a big race. Followed then by further back Doyen. Half a furlong to go now. It's Azamour 2 in front. North Dancer's gone into second. But will he stay? By golly he will. He wins the King George in grand style. Azamour the winner. North Dancer second. Bago third. Warsun fourth. Followed by Doyen, and further back was Ace Grey Swallow. They're followed by Phoenix Reach. Azwara well back with Gamut. But the winner, Azamour, came from last and has got up from